exactly.
Yeah.
Is he a practicing
Yes.
Muslim?
Yeah.
Zomran Mamdani is a very interesting guy. This guy, when I look at him, I can see right through him. In Islam, they have a teaching called taqiyya. Taqiyya is where you're allowed to lie for the sake of spreading Islam. And this is when I look at Zomran Mamdani
Makes so
going
much
in the
sense.
street, acting like an American kind of one day, and then acting like a Muslim one day, acting like, eating with his hand one day, and then acting wearing a suit like he's westernized. I look at this guy and I look at him and I'm like, I think he's practicing taqiyya. Taqiyya is where you're allowed to lie. Muhammad commands you can lie for the sake of spreading Islam. And Zomran Mamdani is either practicing taqiyya right now when he says, I love the trans community. I wanna build, fund them and give them funding and money and all that. He's either practicing taqiyya because under Islam, transgenders and homosexuals must be executed, or he's not a Muslim.
Yeah.
One of them.
It's one of
and
the
I would love for him to be very clear.
Or is he a cafeteria Muslim?
Well-
They talk about like cafeteria Catholics where they say, I'm a Catholic. And it's like, well, you go
Right.
to mass, but you don't
Exactly.
you don't
Practice
live the
anything.
teachings of the faith.
Lukewarm.
And you might even be receiving it unholy, like receiving
Yes.
the sacrament because you're
Yes.
you're living in mortal sin, or
Right.
you're not actually keeping the Sabbath holy and going to mass,
we use
or whatever
the term
it is.
like Christian atheist. You call yourself a Christian, but you live like an atheist.
So, but you think that your suspicion, based on your experience living in Egypt and growing up in Egypt, is that it's something more sinister than that. He's not a cafeteria Muslim. You think that there might be something more sinister going on with
Deceitful.
Zoran.
One of them. I'm not sure which one it is. It's either he's a very lukewarm or not a Muslim at all, or he's practicing taqiyya. I hope he's just not a real Muslim, because if he is practicing taqiyya and
He'll turn on you.
New York votes this guy in, good luck. New York will be turned into a mosque. People will be praying in the street, and it's happening right now, by the way. New York is already, the Muslims are praying loud and proud in the street, saying Allahu Akbar and all that stuff. So I hope he's just a lukewarm Muslim, but if he is practicing taqiyya, good luck to New York. You need to vote this guy out.